Alright, welcome to the final demo of Space Invaders. I'm James Armstrong, and this is my game. It's a little bit laggy with the screen capture running. It's a little bit slower than usual. Also, there is sound. I'm not sure if this particular screen capture software is able to capture that for you. And here's my UFO. Very annoying sound. Not enjoyable to listen to at all. But worth a variable amount of points, as the UFO should. So, as you can see, yeah, all of the gameplay is solid. The core of the game works quite well. We have explosions, we have points for all of our aliens, we have deaths. I'll respawn here. I have an updated death now, an updated number of lives now. We have accurate collision here, and so as you can see, my shields are just single blocks that get destroyed. They aren't actually eroding in any way, which is a feature that would have been nice to add. And another thing that is missing, that you may have noticed, is that I started in-game. So scenes and moving through menus. Oh, here we go, though. Okay. The game seems to have caught up with itself. Oh no. That's what I get for trying to turn off my collision boxes. Alright, well, we'll give it another shot. So now that I'm at the game over screen, I'm still in the game state, but I do have scenes. So now, if you press the Enter key after you've run out of lives, you can move on to the Attract screen. However, my Attract screen is obviously not quite working yet, but really all of this is just a few messages of text. And now we're on to the next scene, the splash screen. It also seems to not really be working. Now when I did that, you may notice that it updated player 2's score. So I do have the basic underlying framework for multiplayer setup, but it isn't operational in any way. But anyways, so now we're back to the game scene, but as you can see, it's still trapped in the same loop. I've never updated my number of lives, my current number of lives. So, the logic of the game state is that if your lives are 0 or less, then it goes to it displays the game over screen, and stops updating entirely. It'll just repeatedly check if you have no lives, and if you don't, then it will just return without updating anything. Same is true the rest of the scenes. So I will go ahead and give you another look at the game now. So now I'm going to try and show you waves. We'll see if I can make it there. But I do have waves working. I also have extra lives working. So if I get to 1,000 points, I'll get extra lives for every 1,000 points that I get. And every time I take out all of these aliens, they will respawn, but they will be one vertical alien spacing further down. So, you know, there are 5 rows, so after 5 waves, they would be completely below where the first wave started. Every wave they'll move down by 1 row of aliens. That's the height offset that they move down by in every wave. So we'll see if we can get there. These guys are tricky. You can also, well, like I said, I'm not sure if the sound is captured, but if it is, you'll have quite a treat listening to how ridiculous the sound gets whenever there's only 1 or 2 aliens left, as it tries to jumble together all 4 of the sound clips very, very rapidly. It really just kind of blurts. It's a very strange sound. man, 760. Let's see if I can get to 1,000 to get that extra life. And now, also, I chose not to have my my shields regenerate. And also, so it looks like, I've noticed this a few times, as the shields get very small, and their columns are just, in general, narrower, made of fewer blocks. Tunneling has happened a few times, I've noticed, just in this demo, where a shot will just totally bypass the shield. Currently, the way that I have tunneling resolved is that if a missile or bomb would hit a column in a shield, it will just, by default, remove the, it will always remove either the bottom or the top block, depending on if it's a missile or a shield. Alright, and now, oh, we have a fresh wave, what do you know, and they're slow again, they're back, but I don't have any new shields, I don't respawn my shields, which is really something that ought to be done later. I ought to modify this, but it's alright. I can go ahead and die at this point. I think this is most of the features that I've shown. There's a state. As I hit the wall, I can no longer move side to side. Oh man, but did I get an extra life? I think I did. I must have missed that whenever I got to 1,000 points. But it is working, so extra lives are a go. But that's it. That's the last game over. I can go ahead and cycle through my scenes again, but right now that's all that they are, unfortunately. But this is my implementation of Space Invaders. Still pretty entertaining. Plays just like Space Invaders, sounds just like Space Invaders. And, you know, under the hood it's fairly clean. A few features that I would have liked to have gotten implemented and started to add. Maybe in the coming weeks I'll have a fully operational game. That's all. Thanks.